Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Trade Theories and Models. Trade theories and models serve as the bedrock of our understanding of international trade, delineating the principles and mechanisms that drive the exchange of goods and services across borders. These theories have evolved over centuries, reflecting the dynamic nature of global economic interrelations. They provide a framework for analyzing why nations trade, the benefits they derive from trade, and how these benefits are distributed. This lesson will explore the foundational trade theories and models, emphasizing their relevance in the contemporary globalized economy. The earliest formalized theory of international trade is the theory of absolute advantage, introduced by Adam Smith in his seminal work, The Wealth of Nations, in 1776. Smith argued that if a country can produce a good more efficiently than another, it holds an absolute advantage and should specialize in that good. This specialization would lead to increased overall production and mutual benefits from trade as countries exchange goods in which they hold an absolute advantage. For instance, if country A can produce wine more efficiently than country B, and country B can produce cloth more efficiently than country A, both nations benefit by specializing and trading these goods. Building on Smith's ideas, David Ricardo developed the theory of comparative advantage in the early 19th century, which remains a cornerstone of modern trade theory. Ricardo demonstrated that even if one country holds an absolute advantage in producing all goods, trade can still be beneficial. Comparative advantage occurs when a country can produce a good at a lower opportunity cost compared to another. Ricardo's model suggests that countries should specialize in producing goods where they have the greatest relative efficiency and trade for others, leading to an overall increase in global production and welfare. A classic example is the trade relationship between England and Portugal, where England specialized in cloth and Portugal in wine, even though Portugal had an absolute advantage in both. The Heckscher-Ohlin model, introduced by Eli Heckscher and Bertil Ohlin in the early 20th century, further expanded on the principles of comparative advantage by incorporating factor endowments. This model posits that a country's comparative advantage is determined by its relative abundance of production factors: land, labor, and capital. Countries will export goods that intensively use their abundant factors and import goods that require factors in which they are relatively scarce. For example, a capital-abundant country like Germany might export machinery and automobiles, while a labor-abundant country such as Bangladesh might export textiles and apparel. This model underscores the role of resource distribution in shaping trade patterns. In the mid-20th century, the Leontief paradox challenged the Heckscher-Ohlin model's predictions. Wassily Leontief found that the United States, despite being capital-abundant, exported labor-intensive goods and imported capital-intensive goods, contrary to the model's expectations. This paradox spurred further research into the complexities of trade, leading to the development of new theories that account for factors like technology, economies of scale, and product differentiation. One such advancement is the new trade theory, pioneered by economists like Paul Krugman in the 1970s and 1980s. This theory emphasizes the role of economies of scale and network effects in international trade. According to Krugman, countries can benefit from trade even if they do not differ significantly in resources or technology. By specializing in the production of certain goods, firms can achieve lower average costs through economies of scale, leading to increased efficiency and consumer choice. For example, the global automobile industry benefits from scale economies, with a few countries specializing in car production and exporting to the rest of the world. In addition to scale economies, the concept of product differentiation plays a crucial role in new trade theory. Consumers' preference for variety leads to intra-industry trade, where countries simultaneously import and export similar but differentiated products. For instance, while Germany exports BMW and Mercedes vehicles, it imports cars from Japan and the United States. This phenomenon highlights the complexity of modern trade, where countries can be both competitors and trade partners in the same industry. The gravity model of trade, inspired by Isaac Newton's law of gravitation, provides another perspective on international trade patterns. This model posits that the volume of trade between two countries is directly proportional to their economic sizes and inversely proportional to the distance between them. The gravity model has been empirically validated and is widely used to predict trade flows and assess the impact of trade policies and agreements. For example, the United States and Canada have substantial trade volumes, partly due to their large economies and geographical proximity. Moreover, contemporary trade theories also consider the role of multinational corporations and global value chains. MNCs establish production facilities in multiple countries to exploit comparative advantages and reduce costs. This has led to the fragmentation of production processes, where different stages of production are carried out in different countries. For instance, the production of an iPhone involves components manufactured in several countries, including the United States, China, Japan, and South Korea, with assembly primarily taking place in China. This modular approach to production underscores the interconnectedness of the global economy and the importance of international trade in driving economic growth and development. Furthermore, trade policies and agreements significantly influence international trade dynamics. Tariffs, quotas, and subsidies are traditional tools used by governments to protect domestic industries and influence trade flows. However, the proliferation of free trade agreements and regional trade blocs, such as the European Union and the North American Free Trade Agreement, reflects a trend towards trade liberalization. These agreements aim to reduce trade barriers, promote economic integration, and enhance the flow of goods, services, and capital across borders. The success of such agreements in fostering economic growth and development underscores the benefits of cooperative trade policies. However, while trade theories and models highlight the potential benefits of international trade, they also acknowledge the distributional impacts and challenges. The Stolper-Samuelson theorem, derived from the Heckscher-Ohlin model, posits that trade can affect income distribution within countries. Specifically, it suggests that trade benefits the abundant factor while potentially harming the scarce factor. For instance, in a labor-abundant country, trade may lead to increased wages for workers, but reduced returns for capital owners, exacerbating income inequality. Moreover, the rise of protectionist sentiments and trade wars in recent years highlights the challenges and complexities of global trade. Countries may resort to protectionist measures to safeguard domestic industries and jobs, leading to retaliatory actions and trade disputes. The U.S.-China trade war, characterized by the imposition of tariffs on billions of dollars worth of goods, has had significant repercussions on global trade patterns and economic stability. Such conflicts underscore the need for effective international trade governance and dispute resolution mechanisms. In conclusion, trade theories and models provide a comprehensive framework for understanding the principles and dynamics of international trade. From the classical theories of absolute and comparative advantage to contemporary models incorporating economies of scale, product differentiation, and global value chains, these theories elucidate the multifaceted nature of global trade. While trade offers substantial benefits in terms of economic growth, efficiency, and consumer choice, it also presents challenges related to income distribution, protectionism, and global governance. A nuanced understanding of these theories and models is essential for policymakers, businesses, and individuals navigating the complexities of the globalized economy. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.